There's a brutal truth everyone in the modern world has to face. Making money is hard. Losing money is incredibly easy. One wrong decision, one weak moment, one greedy impulse. One time trusting the wrong person, and the money you spent years saving can evaporate in just a few days. We're living in an age of exploding information and exploding opportunities, but also an age of exploding scams, traps, and shiny, get-rich-quick illusions. The ancients used to say, wealth and status cannot be forced. If you rush, you will fail. Real wealth doesn't come from shortcuts. The stronger your desire to get rich fast, the harder you tend to crash. Poor people don't lose money because they're stupid. They lose money because they cling to the wrong fantasies, trust people too easily, don't understand the nature of money, and worst of all, they don't know how to protect what they already have. The 7 pieces of advice below may sound familiar. But if you really understand them and apply them correctly, they can protect your finances for an entire lifetime. This isn't just financial advice. This is life advice, a wake-up call, a lesson in inner strength. Tip number 1. Stop believing money will easily make more money. These days, the hardest thing is not making money. The hardest thing is making sure your money doesn't quietly walk into someone else's pocket. A lot of people, the moment they hear the words high return, their greed instantly wakes up. But they forget one basic rule. The higher the return, the higher the risk. The more too good to be true it sounds, the more careful you should be. 1. Poor people lose because they believe in getting rich fast. They refuse to understand how money actually works. They want 20%, 30%, 50%, even 200% profit in a few months. What they don't realize is, that's not investing. That's bait. That's a pre-written script. That's a psychological trap for the naive. Multi-level stocks, shady funds recommended by friends, random joint ventures, once-in-a-lifetime opportunities introduced by someone you trust. Almost all of them have the same core. They attack your greed and your lack of understanding. 2. The traps of the technology age. Today, high-return projects are built extremely professionally. Websites look legit, apps look legit, group chats feel active and alive. Profit reports look legit, advisors talk exactly like real experts. But all of it is a stage. You're just the last guest walking in right when the curtain is about to fall. 3. Why are poor people easy to scam? Not because they're dumb, but because they're hoping for a chance to change their life overnight. Hoping for one big blessing from the sky. Hoping to escape their situation without real effort. And scammers understand that psychology better than anyone. They study each type of person, each type of desire, each type of fear, each spending pattern. They know exactly how to create a feeling of trust, closeness, even a fake sense of we're like family. 4. The brutal reality. In this era, breaking even is already a win. If someone doesn't understand that, sooner or later they'll have to pay tuition with real money. And a lot of it. The 5. Core lesson of tip number 1. Real opportunities never sound delicious from the first sentence. Truly rich people do not go around inviting you to invest. Every promise of high return comes with a hidden price. Money only makes more money when you fully understand where you're putting it. Most important of all, if the profit sounds too attractive, treat it as wind passing by your ear. Tip number 2. Don't lend money easily. Lending money is one of the biggest reasons people lose. Their money, their relationships, and the respect others used to have for them. 1. Good people lose money because they're afraid to say no. You save every penny through hard work. But because you're too nice and hate refusing people, someone just has to say, bro, help me out a bit. I'm struggling right now. Just lend me some for a few days. We're friends. We should help each other in times like this. And you soften. Then they forget to pay back. Then they go quiet. Then they start avoiding you. Then they disappear. The one who borrowed forgets. The one who lent remembers for life. 2. Why do people find it easy to borrow from you, but hard to pay you back? Because in their mind, your money is easy. They don't feel your struggle. They treat their promise like air. The ancients said, human feelings are like paper, thin and easy to tear. Money has the power to expose someone's true nature. 3. Golden rule. If you really want to help, give, don't lend. If you truly want to help, give only an amount you're willing to never see again. Don't expect it back. Don't torture yourself with your own kindness. The lender carries all the stress. The borrower lives comfortably. 4. A story almost everyone has lived through. Anyone who's ever lent money knows this feeling. How many calls went unanswered? How many messages were seen but never replied? How many times you met them and they avoided eye contact? How many nights you lay there angry but couldn't bring yourself to confront them? The money is gone. The relationship is gone too. 5. Core lesson of tip number 2. Money earned with sweat is not for others to burn carelessly. Money you lend out is money already gone. Someone who truly cares about you will not open their mouth to borrow from you. Tip number 3. While you can still earn, you must save. This is one of the most important principles in anyone's financial life. Someone with money in their pocket always stands taller. Someone without money is always anxious, uneasy, and easily crushed by life. 1. Today's stability guarantees nothing about tomorrow. Some people are earning 20 to 30 million VND a month, or a solid income, and confidently think, I'll always be able to make this much. I'll be fine. Life doesn't work like that. Just one day, a health issue, a company restructure, an economic downturn, and your income disappears. In life, when you have food, remember hunger. When times are good, remember the hard times will come. 2. Saving isn't being cheap, it's strength. Saving is self-protection. Saving is long-term vision. Saving is caring about your future. Many young people blow every paycheck because they think, I'm young, I don't need to worry yet. I'll make more money anyway. Live for today, tomorrow will take care of itself. But when life hits, they have no money to handle it. They have to borrow, and they pay a heavy price. 3. The money you save today becomes your confidence tomorrow. Savings don't just buy things, they buy peace of mind, wisdom, stability, options. The grounded aura of someone with roots. No one becomes rich just because they earn a lot. People become rich because they keep money before they think about growing it. 4. Core lesson of tip number 3. When you can still earn, you must save. No one knows what tomorrow will bring. Your savings are the armor that protects you from life's storms. Tip number 4. Debt is normal, but you must stay clear-headed. In a world where costs keep rising, debt has become a normal part of life. There's nothing shameful about having debt. What's truly dangerous is having no money yet still acting like you're doing great. Debt won't destroy you. But ego, fake appearances, and spending beyond your means will destroy your future. 1. Why debt isn't as scary as you think. These days, almost everyone has some kind of debt. Car loans, mortgage, phone on installments, tuition loans, living expenses, even credit card debt. This is normal. Modern society runs on credit and cash flow. Debt that's under control is a tool. Debt that's out of control is destruction. The difference is awareness. Important reminder. Having debt isn't scary. Not being able to pay it back is scary. Spending beyond your means is scary. 2. Poor people die from financial ego. There's a common type of person today. Income is 10, but they spend 12. They have $2 but act like they have 20. They refuse to admit they're struggling. They refuse to admit their wallet is empty, but they're willing to spend to keep face. They buy things they don't need to impress people who don't care with money they don't actually have. They don't realize ego is a luxury item, and poor people are the ones who cannot afford it. The ancients taught, live within your capacity. If you don't know where you really stand, life will teach you in the harshest way possible. 3. When your wallet is empty, but your habits are still rich. This is the tragedy of many young people today. Buying luxury brands just to feel worthy, changing phones constantly, spending 60-80K on coffee every day, trying to look generous in front of others, spending first, thinking later, living as if everything is under control. But at the end of each month, no money left, debts piling up, mental pressure, anxiety and stress, sleepless nights. The problem isn't that they're poor, the problem is they don't know how to live within their means. Let's repeat a hard truth. Saving isn't weakness. Refusing to save is. People who live with awareness are the ones who are truly strong. 4. Debt is pressure, but also motivation. Many people say, if I didn't have debt, I wouldn't be motivated to work. It sounds strange, but for many, it's true. Debt can make you more disciplined, more hardworking, more mindful of your spending, less lazy, less wasteful, less likely to fake a lifestyle, less likely to party at the wrong time. But you must understand, either you use debt as motivation or debt uses you as its prisoner. These are two completely different lives. 5. Old school rules for handling debt. The ancients feared debt because they knew it ties up your luck and your future. 3 principles were passed down. 1. If you owe, you must pay, even slowly. That's basic human decency. No one respects someone who borrows and then disappears. 2. When you're broke, you must restrain yourself. No one looks down on you for being poor, but everyone distances themselves from the poor person with a giant ego. 3. $1 used to pay debt is worth more than $10 used to show off, because paying debt frees you. Showing off buries you deeper. 6. Why do some people stay in debt forever? Because they pay debt in reality but keep spending inside their dreams. They spend future salary, income they haven't earned, money that isn't in their pocket, hopes that haven't become real, on things completely beyond their capacity. That road only leads to one place: endless debt. 7. Core lesson of tip number 4. Debt isn't the real enemy. Illusion is. Live honestly with what's in your wallet. Ego keeps people poor for life. If you just stay clear-headed, pay off a little at a time, save a little at a time, and spend reasonably, your life will brighten up more than you think. Tip number 5. Stay far away from online loans, modern-day drugs. If we had to name the most dangerous enemy of your personal finances, it wouldn't be gambling or multi-level marketing. It would be online loans. They're sweet for 5 minutes, destructive for 5 years. 1. Why are online loans more dangerous than other kinds of debt? Because they hit you exactly when you're weakest, you're most desperate, you're most panicked, you're most broke, you're most emotional. When people are in crisis, they'll accept any interest rate as long as they get money right now. That's when online loans tighten their grip on your life. And 2. Online loans give you a few minutes of relief and steal years from you. You think you've just been saved, but in reality, you've just handcuffed yourself to compounding interest. Interest on top of interest, debt on top of debt. A $5 million loan can turn into $30 to $40 million if you fall behind on payments. Online loans aren't a solution. They're a trap. A very dangerous trap because it's easy to borrow, easy to get hooked, easy to lose control, easy to sink deeper, easy to lose everything. 3. People who take online loans aren't bad. They're desperate. No one wants to go to online lenders if they have any other option. But when their wallet is empty, no one will help them. Work is unstable. Their family urgently needs money. They feel like they have no choice. What they don't think about is the aftermath. Finances paralyzed, debts stacking, mental breakdown, loss of work capacity, constant fear and anxiety, a life locked up because of one impulsive decision. The silent pain of someone stuck in online debt. They can't sleep well. They can't eat in peace. They're scared everywhere they go. Every phone vibration makes their heart jump. Every day feels like another step into hopelessness. 4. Online loans are spending future money to patch up today's dreams. And the price for that is always brutal. The ancients said, if you borrow from the future to decorate your present, the future will come back to claim both principal and interest. You think you solved today's problem. You don't see that you just created a problem 10 times bigger for tomorrow. 5. Why are online loans like drugs? Because they create a feeling of fast, easy, convenient, instant relief, no paperwork, no reputation needed, no thinking required. If someone can borrow once, the second time becomes easier, then the third, then the fourth. Before they know it, they're hooked. Just like drugs, the pleasure is short, the destruction lasts. 6. Core lesson of tip number 5. Online loans are the fastest road to financial ruin. Using future money to cover up today's poverty is self-destruction. If you must borrow, borrow from a bank, never from shady apps. This advice has literally saved lives for many young people. Tip number 6. Don't invest or start a business just because you feel inspired. Beware of seminars that promise wealth opportunities. Today we are bombarded with invitations to invest. This project pays 200% returns. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Join this group and you'll succeed fast. I'll teach you how to make money. You just need to trust and start. It all sounds exciting. It all looks glamorous. But most of it is just a well-designed trap. 1. Why do people fall for get-rich seminars so easily? Because they're weak in 3 areas. 1. They desperately need money. Broke people are easy to seduce with big dreams. 2. They lack knowledge. Without understanding, anyone can be led. 3. They want a shortcut. They don't believe in process. They believe in miracles. Scammers understand this better than anyone. 2. These seminars are carefully scripted stage shows. Most capital-raising events aren't about education. They're staged performances, built with flashy lights, hyped-up music, hosts who speak like they're pouring honey into your ears. Experts, dressed in luxury. Emotional stories of real people, real success. Footage of fancy cars, mansions, 5-star trips. Videos of successful entrepreneurs sharing secrets. People in the room standing up one by one to sign up now. All of it prearranged. All of this has one purpose: to overwhelm your emotions so your brain shuts off. 3. The speaker's words aren't truth, they're tools. Many people on stage aren't great business people, they're great performers. If you speak well, you can sell anything, including illusions. They know how to make you feel. If I follow this person, I'll succeed. I just need to do exactly what they say. If I join today, my life will change. If I trust this team, I'll be rich. But here's the harsh reality. Truly rich people don't have time to stand on stage talking for hours about how to get rich. The more someone talks about making money, the more they're trying to make money off you. 4. The danger of starting a business based on feelings. Excitement is easy to ignite and easy to lose. It can't protect you from the market, costs, competition, economic shifts, cash flow issues, the harsh reality of running a business. Starting a business isn't a mood, it's a battlefield. On that battlefield, people driven only by excitement die first. You should build a business on real skills, deep experience, sales ability, management ability, financial knowledge, discipline, toughness, capacity to handle pressure, real understanding of your market. If you jump into business without these things, you're planting the seeds of future debt with your own hands. 5. Luxury images. Cars, villas, events are just PR. People see luxury cars, fancy villas, luxury travel, fine dining, elite meetings, check-ins at 5-star hotels, people on stage receiving entrepreneur awards. They think, wow, they're really successful. Reality, most of that is staged to attract the naive. Cars are rented by the hour for photo shoots. Villas are borrowed for filming. Team members are often paid actors. Scenes are constructed to make it look like everyone is getting rich. Remember, truly wealthy people don't need to flaunt it. People who constantly flaunt it usually aren't truly wealthy. 6. Why do people lose their money, their house, and their life to such seminars? Because they trade logic for emotion. They trade their future for empty hope. They trust the stage and forget reality. Many fall into a cycle. Invest the first time, lose. Get convinced to invest more to recover losses. Lose again, keep getting pulled deeper. Lose everything. People don't stay poor because they lack opportunities. They stay poor because they can't tell the difference between a real opportunity and a trap. 7. Core lesson of Tipmer 6. Don't invest when your emotions are high. Don't start a business when your mind isn't clear. Real opportunities don't need to chase you. The more someone tries to recruit you, the more they want to make money from you. If you want to invest, learn first. If you want to start a business, prepare first. If you want to succeed, use your brain, not just your feelings. Tip number 7. If you have no value, don't expect anyone to pull you up. This is the most painful advice and the truest. There's a cold rule in this world. People with real ability will be helped. People without ability will be left behind. Not because others are cruel, but because life runs on value, not on pity. 1. If you bring no value, knowing powerful people won't save you. You might know high-level bosses, rich people, famous people, successful entrepreneurs, but if you don't have real skills, they can't pull you up, because helping you doesn't create any value for them. A person with even a bit of real value will still be recognized by someone. A person with no value, even if they know everybody, still won't be lifted up. 2. People don't help you because they feel sorry. They help because you're useful. That's how human society has always worked. People help you because you're good at something. You're reliable. You have real skills. You bring value. You're a potential long-term partner. You help them solve problems. They see helping you as a good investment. So chasing connections is less useful than building ability. Networking is less important than having your own value. Flattering people is useless if you can't actually do the work. 3. Why do so many people never get pulled up? Because they're stuck in 3 illusions. 1. If I know successful people, I'll become successful too. Wrong. You only grow when you put in the work. 2. Someone will feel sorry for me and lift me up. Reality. Everyone is busy saving their own life. No one has time to save you forever. 3. Drinking and partying is how you build real relationships. Truth. Relationships built on alcohol stay at the table. The next day, everyone goes home and forgets. 4. To be lifted, you must become someone worth lifting. No one lifts a lazy person, a useless person, a person with no future. But someone who knows how to work will always meet a mentor. Someone who's hardworking will always find a guide. Someone with skills will always attract partners. Someone trustworthy will always get referrals. Someone with a sharp mind will always find people who want to work with them. You don't need to flatter anyone. You just need to be better than you were yesterday. 5. Instead of flattering others, learn a real skill. This hits straight at common bad habits. Drinking to build connections. Endless coffee meetups to network. Joining random groups just to be connected. Trying to act close with everyone. Spending money just to be accepted by some circle. But people don't realize, real relationships are built on real value. Fake relationships are built on alcohol and empty promises. 6. Core lesson of tip number 7. Your ability is your capital. Your skills are your currency. Relationships are the result of your value, not the starting point. If you want people to seek you out, become useful first.